Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Britt, creator of the StyleShaker, your guide to cleaner, greener beauty, skincare, and more. I try it out for you so you know what to buy and more importantly, what not to buy. And today I am back with a review for the Axiology Lip to Lid Balmies. I was super excited to try these. They're so different. They're zero waste. They look like little crayons. Yes, I say crayons like that. I'm gonna tell you all about them. Let's dive into it. Oh, first and foremost, I purchased these. No one's paying me to say any of the following. You're getting my honest review as always. Speaking of that, if you enjoy getting my honest reviews and you find them helpful, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another review like this one. So in a nutshell, the Axiology Lip to Lid Balmies. I have the Of the Earth Lip to Lid trio. There's 3 different trios, $36. I know it. You look at this and you're like, $36, but yeah. These are a multi-use 3-in-1 shimmer for the eyes, lips, and cheeks. Probably more areas on your face if you want to try it. I did. They're supposed to be good for all skin types. It is zero waste, cruelty-free, gluten-free, vegan, and alcohol-free. Let's dive into the scorecard, shall we? Okay, it starts with the first question, which is all about ingredients. It's a short list with ingredients I can recognize. Very good sign for me. Do please check out the list. It is back on my site and it has ratings next to it and any other tips or notes that I might include. What works for me might not work for you. It can be very personal. In my opinion, it looked really good. So how's color payoff with these? Claim here is that it gives you the perfect warm, earthy blush tones. That's what that means. Bought this trio because I felt like it was the one I could get the most use out of on most of the places. Some of the other ones I don't think I would use, you know, the pinks were too light so I wouldn't put them on my eye or whatever like that. But I really ended up liking that I got this one because these colors did work well in multiple places on the face. Overall, I will say the payoff was a strong medium with a creamy, subtle shimmer. There's definitely a shimmer because they mentioned that. And the payoff, as you can see on the lid, you can see with the darkest shade, it was definitely there. Does it last? I'll get to that in a second, but the payoff was very, very solid. It wasn't wimpy in any way, shape, or form. Overall, got a 4 out of 5 on the scorecard. How well does the formula apply? Does it easily apply? Yeah, this is actually pretty easy. There are some things you want to take into account here. There's a little bit of a learning curve because it's different, right? You don't have the packaging, you don't have the applicators, you don't have all the rest of the stuff that we're used to because it's zero waste. The crayons melt to the touch. I would apply them to my finger. The warmth of my hand would warm them up and make them creamy, and then I could just press them onto whatever location on the face that I wanted. There was no pulling going on here. It was just pressing and blending. I do recommend that you use your hand for this as opposed to applying directly to the face. It worked a little bit better than me drawing on my face. If you want to use a brush, I think you can get more definition. Otherwise, it's really a soft, shimmery glow that you can kind of glam out or just use in a subtle way. The brush kind of helps you get into those angles, create a little bit more of a definition, more of a line if you want it. Overall, I would say the application was super duper easy and it gets a 4 out of 5 on the scorecard. Is this a non-irritating formula? I had no issues. I always say check the ingredients back on the post because what works for me might irritate your skin. Didn't have any issues after a week of trying this on my face, so it got a 4 out of 5 on the scorecard. Does it crease? It creased a little bit, not a lot actually. On the other areas of the face, it's not going to crease because it's not like folding. My cheek is not folding, obviously. That would be really weird. You know, also kind of cool, but I digress. In the eyelid area, it did crease a little bit. If you have oilier skin, oilier lid, you're probably used to this already. Anything creamy, shimmery, it's going to crease. It's going to potentially settle into some fine lines, but you have control about the quantity of the product that you apply to your face. And I wouldn't say it's the creasiest. Is that even a word? I don't know, let's make it one. It wasn't like lines were showing by the end of the day, but it did crease a little bit. The rest of the face, totally fine. 3 out of 5 on the scorecard. The next question is, does it last? So I did a wear test and I tried this for about a week and it held up pretty well for the wear test. I will cut quickly to the wear test so you can check it out and see for yourself. So I'm checking how it held up, specifically on the eye. That was one of the first places where I thought it would just sort of fade away. It has faded quite a bit. It's still there, like you can still see dimension, but that's faded. Lasted on the lips pretty well. Back to the review. So overall, middle of the road, like I said, it faded a little bit from the lid. I was expecting that because it's creamier and there's a little bit more oil production there. The rest of the areas on the face that held up. In terms of lasting throughout the day, it got a 3 out of 5 on the scorecard. And last but not least, is this a consciously created created product. It is vegan, it is cruelty-free, gluten-free, alcohol-free, it's free of all the things. And then you have a zero waste packaging situation. This is the first 5 I've given for this, I think. It got a 5 out of 5 on the scorecard. Impressive. Everybody could be taking cues from this. Way to go, Axiology. That's such a great thing to be innovating for and known for right now. Overall score here was a 23 out of 30. It did really, really, really well, actually. It was a cool product. So now I'm just gonna wrap it up and give you my final verdict because there are a couple of notes that are added. The pros. It takes a little bit to learn it, but it's kind of fun to play with. It really brings the whole play with your makeup element back into the picture if you like that. If you don't, then you're not gonna like this. The subtle shimmer was nice. The zero waste packaging was fantastic. Great ingredients, and I really liked these. I like the trio that you can get. It's a little pricier for what you're looking at. These are all multitaskers, so it kind of validates the price. Do wish that the color on the lid held up a little bit better, but I also really like that it's creamy. And then the subtle shimmer that was a pro could be a very annoying con for somebody. I know some people just don't like shimmer or anything like that. They don't want that. While I love the zero waste packaging, it is a little different, you know? It's a little different. It's a little messier. If I brought this out and went to apply it when I'm out somewhere, I really truly think that I would mess this up. It could get messy, it could get on my finger. The other thing is I have to touch it to use it unless I bring a brush. So logistically, I'm not in love with that part of it. It's a sacrifice I'm happy to make for zero waste. That's the flip side of it. And if I've learned anything, it's just look at things with a different, fresh pair of eyes. How can I make this work for me because I love the zero waste packaging. The final verdict, would I repurchase this again? I am not sure. I really liked it. I'm still on the fence. I think that's because I'm just getting used to it. Also, these are very warm hues. I'm excited to see them come out with cool tones that I could try. At this point, I'm still getting used to it. It's certainly not a must-have for me yet, but as you know, things change. The more I try things, the more they kind of bubble back up into rotation. Currently, I'm on the fence. What's your final verdict? Have you tried these out? What do you think after this review? Are you gonna try them out? That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this review helpful. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up to support the channel. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another video like this one. I'll see you guys right back here real soon. Until then, bye.